Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a full moon reading for Sagittarius. Okay, that runs from the 4th until the 18th of June. So from the full moon until the new moon. So I'm going to be using my Tower of Prague deck, which is my favourite deck. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. It really does help the channel to grow, and you'll get instant notification of a new reading if you press the bell icon as well. And also please don't forget to like, to share, and also to comment. And just going to lay down your 10 cards on the table. Right, so the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And your card is the Knight of Wands in the reversed position. First thing I see with this card is this big astrological clock, which is in Prague. And it's very much about something it's written in the stars. Okay, so something you've been thinking about. I do feel this around a love situation. It's very much this feeling of destined to be together here. Okay, but I do sense there's been a lot of extremes here, so it could well be karmic, and it could point to a deep soul connection here. So there could well be a lot of like blowing hot and cold, this coming and going, this pushing and pulling. It's a kind of sort of yin yang kind of sort of connection here, but deep and spiritual and very meaningful as well. So on one side you've got all the challenges, but the flip side, you know, is the challenges which go with it. Okay, but it is in the reverse position, which is actually positive because it's about things becoming more settled. So even though this pushing and pulling, this blowing hot and cold, this coming and going will continue, okay, it's going to become fewer and farther between. And as you move forward, you become closer and closer and closer until you become one. Because at a spiritual level, you know, things are perfect, but at like a psychological, like emotional, physical, you know, things are far from perfect, and these need to be resolved and kind of sort of worked through, and then you can come back at a spiritual level as one. But these issues need to be worked through first. It's a bit like you've got the sun, which is like the soul, but the clouds is like the emotions and the mind and the physical side. So these clouds need to be cleared, these emotions, these thoughts, and also the physical side needs to be worked on here, and then you can come back together. And that's the overall energy, but it's very intense energy, it's very karmic. It's like you're meant to be. It's like you're stuck with each other in the nicest possible way, but there's a lot of challenges which go with it. It is written, it is written, it is written, okay? That's the High Priestess. This card has given me that. It's given me this deep, this spiritual connection here. It's there, okay? But the blocking bit is, as I said, you know, it's the thoughts, it's the emotions, and it's the physical side of things. So it could well be that you're either separated in different places, could well be with someone else or in a different country. There's something here which needs to be worked on anyhow, on every single level apart from the spiritual side of things. But it's saying trust your intuition here, okay? Trust your intuition. And you may also be seeing signs as well here around a love interest, okay? So it could be around repeated numbers, it could be like seeing their initials everywhere, or hearing a song which reminds you of them, okay? And these signs will become more and more intense as the weeks go by. So in the past, coming to the present, yeah, I was on about this karmic side of things, okay, which is shown here by the number 8. The number 8 is a very karmic number. Turn it on its side, you get the infinity symbol, okay? So it's this divine, this deep connection. It's like you're together forever, okay? You've been in past lives together, and then you're going to meet in future lives as well. And also this one again. There's also something here about a gate. You know, the gate has been shut, okay? But there's something here about facing up to something. You know, seeing things for how they really are, and then things are starting to open up, okay? I already feel you're at that kind of sort of stage. You've been through that, you've faced up to the reality of the situation, and you've seen things for how they really are. And the more you can face like your inner demons, you know, the more that things are going to open up for you. I do see a phoenix here, okay? And it's very much this feeling that something you feel has been impossible is actually going to become a reality for you. So looking more forward, I've got the Three of Wands in the reversed position. You have felt like an animal tethered to a rope. okay? It's like you've been going over the same old ground day after day, week after week, and even month after month, okay? You're waiting for a breakthrough, okay? There have been delays, okay? It's like you're wanting things to move forward, but something needs to be resolved first of all, okay? It's like you feel like you're banging your head against like this brick wall here. But the feeling here is that if you kind of sort of step back, you know, you'll actually see that there's actually a way through or a way over. So there could be a hole in the wall, or there could be like a sort of ladder, but you need to step back so you can see more clearly, because you're not seeing the whole picture or the full picture. You know, it's a bit like not being able to see the wood for the trees, but you step back, you gain more clarity, okay? And it's about slowing down so you can see more things. If you go too fast somewhere, then you miss things along the way. A bit like being in that computer game and wanting to move to the next level, but you need to pick up all the pieces, the coins, the keys, and the gold bar. It's the same kind of thing. You need to slow down so you can get somewhere much faster. So it's a bit of a paradox, okay? But something needs to be resolved. Changes need to be made. You know, if you change the way you look at something, what you look at also changes. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, okay? So it is very much about these changes which you make. And in fact, I do sense, even though you're tethered to this rope, it's like there's no grass left, okay? Or there's just a few little bits. So you're kind of sort of forced into change, okay? You're left in no doubt, if you like. It's not forced in a physical sense, but forced in the sense that you have no choice and you realise it's the only way to go. So your gold card is shown by the Two of Pentacles. So it could well be that you're being pulled two ways. Okay, so it could well be that your mind is wanting one thing and your heart is feeling something else. Okay, it's very much this kind of pushing and pulling kind of energy again. Okay, so it could well be more from your love interest, but also you're feeling it within yourself. Yeah, you're being pulled left, right, and centre here. Okay, and there's this coming and going, this yin yang, this karmic connection here. Okay, of course you're wanting things to become more settled, and it will. You know, with the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, it kind of shows things kind of sort of heading in that direction, okay? But first of all, you need to go through some experiences. You need to like find some clarity around the situation. You need some more information, which will then help you to move forward. So the card in the subconscious is the Nine of Pentacles here. So with the number 9, it's about reaping the harvest. So it's very much about all the time and all the effort you put into this situation is going to come back in equal measure. And this card is also about stepping back. So it's like you're starting to find that within yourself. You're starting to realise within yourself there's a need to step back. I mean, this can be done in a number of ways. I mean, you could go out into the countryside and start talking to yourself, but do turn around first to make sure no one's watching, okay? Or you might like to go for a walk by water, or do some exercise, or some yoga, or some meditation, whatever works for you, okay? It's very much about stepping back, just doing something different, yeah? And then you'll get more answers, you'll gain more clarity, you'll get more signs from the universe as well, which then helps you to move forward. Yeah, the advice here is shown by the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Something here about losing the world to gain it, okay? It's very much about you changing direction and just doing things differently to how you've done them before. So it could well be you've given so much of yourself, yeah, and then someone's been taking you for granted, okay? But if you change the energies, you step back, focus on you, then you'll start to draw them closer to you. You kind of sort of change the energy. So you're in control of the situation rather than letting them be in control of the situation. So you create your own reality rather than someone else. So on the outside, it may seem at the moment here with the Six of Swords in the reverse position that things have gone from bad to worse and from the frying pan and into the fire. You know, it's got very difficult. It's been very, intense. Okay, some stuff has been revealed to you. Could well be that something come out of the woodwork, a whole can of worms was opened, and it's just getting used to that. Okay, it could be connected to the past. There could have been some trust issues. You were treated badly. And it's kind of sort of dealing with that, okay, one step at a time. If something seems too big to manage or to work through, then break it down into smaller pieces and then work through the smaller pieces, and then before you know where you are, you would have worked through the big piece here. Could well be some cancellations here around travel or holiday, or some alterations, or around a house movement or changes around the home. There's going to be some kind of delay there. So Your hopes and your fears are shown by the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. There is some impatience here, okay? So you do fear that things aren't going to change, but as I can see from the reading, things have been set in motion, okay? You're kind of sort of destined to be together, okay? But there are challenges around this. There could well be some other people, some negativity, some toxic energy, okay? But things are shown to work out for the best, okay? All's well that ends well, I've been given here. And then the final card is the Six of Wands in the reverse position. Yeah, I mean, again, it's this overall energy. It's like you lose the world to gain it. So you're going to make the changes necessary, okay? And things do get worse before they get better, but I do see victory ahead of you, okay? Once you make these changes, once you change direction, once you change your perspective here, then I do sense that victory will be yours. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a copy into my crystal shop. Thank you.